Hello, my friends. Welcome. How are you all doing today? Oh, come on, stream avatars. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? It like whenever I get the stream avatars up and running, it like seems to like to reset itself. So I'm just trying to like get a grip on how to. All right, let's go like that and then like that. There we go. All right, that looks a lot better. Hopefully it'll save. I also my OBS had recently upgraded. Um so Stream Elements has also upgraded and I think it just threw a bunch of stuff off. So whatever. Welcome. Welcome to the coffee shop. Uh I am so excited for stuff that I've decided to get going with the channel. And I know I keep talking about it and I know I keep bringing it up, but I feel like what the hell? I'm excited for it. Let me just get a little music going here. I don't know if this really fits. I feel like though, let's go with some. We don't have any. Come on, bro. I even have Allow Mature on. Let's see what this does. I think this was cool last time. Excuse me. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is going to be too loud or if anything's going to be going wrong with this, but hopefully not. Everything should be okay. All right. Forgot what I was saying completely and totally. Oh, so next, so I'm very excited. I'm giving myself the time limit of by the end of the week to get everything that I've been talking about started with the channel and getting going really hard. I have decided that I'm going to do a weekly topic, just in general. And I have 2 topics set up already, and I'm excited about it. And one topic itself is having to do with aggression, and the other topic is having to. What is it? What did I write about? It's definitely something. Language. And so. I'm very interested in talking about this stuff, and I'm very interested in getting going in the direction that I want the show to go in, and what direction I want the channel to go in. And I appreciate everybody being with me through this transition process, and I think it's going to be really great for the channel. I think it's going to be really great for the YouTube. I think it's going to be really great for my business. I think it's going to be really great for the podcast that I'm going to restart. I haven't posted to that in like probably almost a year. I think a year next month or the month after, whatever. But yeah, like it's just I'm so excited about so many things that are coming up. So I've decided to do a topic per week rather than a topic per day because of time constraints, and I want there to be quality research that goes into these topics. And not just, me spewing off the top about what I think about things. I'm going to include my perspective, obviously. And obviously, I want to talk and make it a conversation between you guys and myself, and just a conversation with all of us involved, and really start getting that side of it going. And we're going to start to see more of my personality come out with, the music choice in the background. And that's stuff's kind of irrelevant, but it does fit too, because it's going to be a big, but I think very necessary, solid change. And something that I want to incorporate every day is I want to incorporate kind of like words of the day, like throughout the stream or throughout the cast or whatever. I will collect words that we were using and try to see if I can use that artist app to come up with something cool. There was also something else I had in mind that I don't remember exactly what it was. I really got to start right. I get so excited about stuff, I just go for it. Oh, look at that. I do have a notepad. That's cool. But yeah, I'm very stoked, very excited about this, and I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys are here with me. I'm happy that you guys get to see this growth and this transformation, and I'm just excited for it all. Very excited. I don't remember what that other thing was, but I will try to remember. I'm writing down notes as I go. That things I need to get done. Like, I'm giving myself the time limit before the end of the day for some of this stuff. So basically, this week for the remainder of the week is going to kind of be conversation about just stuff that's going on. I might throw in a couple of games here and there and just have a good time and prepare myself for the transition that's going to be coming. We're going to include some video days and some other good stuff that goes along with the theme of the week. And just see where it goes. See where it gets us. I'm probably going to end up changing the daily theme that I try to do, because it's hard in some cases. If I'm talking about anger management or something, like we could do mental Mondays or try hard Tuesdays or whacked out Wednesdays, but I feel like it's going to be too scheduled or too forced maybe. And I'd rather have like a certain topic of the day. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but we'll figure it out. Sorry, I'm just getting myself together. If anybody knows how to fully utilize the stream elements addition to the where is it? It's over here. Addition to the channel, please let me know. I'm just kind of screwing around with it, and it seems that I've made everybody into the Hulk besides myself, and I feel like I'm supposed to be like the Marvel characters that I set up, but it's not showing. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I figured the stream elements, the stream avatars was just a cool little addition, and that's why I put it in there. I like the options that come along with it. I feel like it's very cool. And even if you're not watching the chat, it's right there, So I wonder what the hell it was that I was going to do. It was going to be something with my phone, but what? Oh, I remember. So there's also an app called CoStar. I am not affiliated with either of the apps that I will be using on the show. I am not at all affiliated. All credit goes to them. I appreciate everything they do. And I just think they're very cool. So I wanted to kind of share what comes up in my CoStar, because before I start, I feel as though I am not skeptical, not pessimistic, but I feel like I'm very maybe analytical. I don't know. Maybe whatever. I do believe in horoscopes, and I do believe in what's it called? Future telling. Like, I do believe people can see the future and stuff like that, or feel the future or whatever. I don't believe that your future is always predetermined. I feel like some aspects may be, but I feel like, like it's a representative of like a tree, right? Like, the tree of life. That's what comes to mind, is that, you have your trunk, your direct path, right? And then you have all these other side paths that kind of connect to the same tree. So if you're meant to do something in your life, say you're meant to make people happy, right? If you're meant to make people happy in your life, that's your tree, okay? And the methods of achieving that are going out in all different directions. So you might have flowers on some branches, you might have leaves on others, you might have bare branches that just break off and fall off, right? And these are all different aspects of your life tree, right? So I don't believe there's one specific avenue that you can go. But however, in talking about people like seeing the future, like reading the future and tarot cards and stuff like that, I don't believe there's a definitive answer as to what your future is. I think that you go and talk to a real psychic, and they tell you what's going to happen, quote unquote. You then are presented with a set of choices, and those choices affect your outcome. Like I explained it to my sister one time because she was really bugged out, and she was really freaked out about some reading that she got from a psychic. And I said, well, you kind of have to look at it like, yeah, my volume's all the way up. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure I didn't adjust the volume the wrong way. You have to kind of look at it like, okay, you told me I'm going to get married to this person and have this many kids. Before, you didn't know that. When the reading was going on, you didn't know that. So to me, the second that they present that to you, now it changes things, because now it's in your head. Now you know what's going to happen. Now you have all these questions. Now you have, every time you meet somebody, you're going to interrogate that situation to some degree, right? You may not be like, oh my God, is this the person? Is this the person? But in the back of your mind somewhere, you could be like, oh, they told me they were going to get with somebody with blonde hair. This person has red hair. So, and just going on in the back of your mind, whether you follow that thought process or not. And that changes things, right? It makes your awareness on a different level than it was, which is not bad. It just might sever one of the other branches that you were going on, or you might jump from one branch to another, whatever, and one might be more fruitful than the last, or the last might be more fruitful than the one that you're going on, but you'll find the right branch. You know what I mean? So going back to what I was talking about, I don't necessarily fully believe in horoscopes, but I do believe that there's a science behind reading the stars and, excuse me, and, where the planets are in position to everything, because scientifically it affects every little portion of your body, your mind, your chemical makeup, your DNA. Like, everything gets affected by some way, from gravitational forces and from, even just light spectrums and things like that we don't witness every single day. So I do believe there's some sort of truth to, like horoscopes and things like that. And so far, this app called CoStar, I'm sure you've heard of it, has very much been on point in like a creepy way. You know what I mean? It's been very, very much on point, and I just find it appreciative. So I figured that could be like an aspect of the show, just to talk about things for a couple of minutes, and just see if we can include that in what's going on. I want to see if we can kind of get this to show up. No, go to the next screen. There we go. Okay. And can we get this to show? Do 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 do. Okay. So my co-star for today is sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is let them cry. Power in spirituality, sex and love and self, pressure in thinking and creativity and social life, trouble with routine. I feel like trouble with routine is the way I live my life. But, this rang pretty true for me, because I have the habit of continuously trying to fix things. And with certain stressful situations that are going on, especially in the life that I have right now, things just always kind of present themselves. Things just always kind of come up, and I react instinctively in the way that I know how to. I react in a way of, find the solution, fix the problem. Because I'm very good at that. And sometimes the solution is to just let the person feel what they're feeling. You know what I mean? And this doesn't necessarily mean for somebody else. It could mean for me to feel what I'm feeling, which is funny because I was just talking about who I really am to my therapist yesterday, and getting a feel for who I am compared to, I talked in the past about how I use personality mirroring throughout my childhood to have friends and to feel like I belonged. And now I'm learning this whole concept, or I've learned this whole concept, and I'm developing this into my personality of fitting out rather than fitting in, as the Institute for Integrative Nutrition puts it. And it's really appreciating who you are and presenting yourself to the world as yourself, right? And being able to present that to the world in a way that, the world gets it. Not really caring if they get it, but presenting your true, honest self is the key. And that's how that kind of rings to me. Is sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is let them cry, let them feel their feels, let them be angry, let them do what they need to do, because sometimes progress doesn't come from an outside source. Sometimes the only source it can come from is inside. Sometimes I like reading these too. If you click all updates, it goes a little more in depth. Today, your mind is not cooperating with you, which I don't agree with. I don't really agree with. You get stuck in the same thought cycles. Yes, I do. Trip yourself up. Yes, I do. And invalidate your own feelings. Yes, I do. Become a word as you slowly say the word over and over and over and over. You already know how you feel, and that's a start. This month, you have to decide between being intimate and being cruel. You're at your worst when you guard your heart. Examine the relationship between your fear and your tendency to settle. Your main challenge right now is to ask yourself if a relationship has stopped working, or take time to clear out and unload yourself. Beauty is correlative. You are not galvanized by the true nature of someone. You will not know beauty in any form. So if you are not galvanized by the true nature of someone, you will not know beauty in any form. The last two... from this part down, I already read that. It's like the monthly portion of it, and like how it goes is this part is your daily, this part is kind of like your weekly, and this is your monthly. Sometimes this will stay the same, sometimes it'll change, but for the most part, this will be what it is. So yeah, I don't agree that my mind is not cooperating with me. Maybe during the day at some point, but I do get stuck in the same thought cycles. I do trip myself up and invalidate my own feelings, and I do and I have been using the become a word as you slowly say the word thing. When I've gotten stressed out, or when I was trying to work out and couldn't lift something, or trying to felt like I couldn't continue, I was starting to repeat 4 words to myself, and I think it was like, you are powerful, you are well, damn, I forgot what the other words are. You are powerful, you are competent, you are able, you are something else, right? And I just kept repeating these things to myself, and that's how I've kind of been working through that stuff. And you already know how you feel, and that's a start. It's very true. So the process that I'm involved in now, especially between me and my therapist, is accepting how I feel and appreciating the entirety of how I feel, and I'm going to get into this topic a little bit more. I think I want to do it next week, but I'm not sure. It depends on how far I get into with the research. But I have a very straightforward personality. I have a very aggressive personality, as I call it. And I feel like, I always use negative words, but the part of the reason behind me doing the show and the research about it is to put a positive spin on it that everybody can understand. And so that's what I was, trying to research and doing. Forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. So, in regards to my personality, like I said, I'm very straightforward, very aggressive in my opinions and in my, I see the solution to the problem. Let's fix it, you know? And I'm not pushy, but I, also need to exercise the fact that I might be the type to be a motivational person, to be a driven person, rather than playing the peaceful role and kind of just sitting back and like, whatever, but sometimes I do need to do that, sometimes I need to let people feel how they feel, So I just feel like that's a very good connection. Was this useful? Sure. Let's see. In self, I don't know if we can make this a little bit bigger, but out of the way, so to speak, because I don't want to entirely like block chat. Your Jupiter is in Capricorn, which means that you typically welcome new ideas with integrity in the moment. You may feel especially principled, making it the perfect time to let optimism guide your Jupiter's 6th house of daily routine and responsibilities. Take everything that offers itself to you and learn how to use it. So that last line really stands out to me. And I really feel that, because I feel that I do have a lot of luck in my everyday life. I do have a lot of good things, even though some of the bad things might be, outweighing everything else. I do very much feel like I have a lot of things that offer themselves to me, and I always feel like I'm aware of that, and I try to look for how to use it. Spirituality. Neptune is letting you relax right now. This means that you're able to feel at one with your home and everything in it. It's a good time to be enthusiastic, articulate that secret desire for something on the other side of everyday life, which is kind of the process that I'm going through now. I'm, learning things about people that I live with. I'm learning things about people that I love, and I'm learning to reassociate myself with my environment in so many different ways, and that's not just at home, that's at work, that's in my everyday life. And I think that's very cool. Sex and love. Your Venus is in Scorpio, which means that you show love and affection by being loyal. This feels as reflective as breathing right now, as you are magnetized by good times and pleasure. Ask for what you need. Yeah, I agree. Nothing really to say there. Your relationship to planning and goals is disoriented. Always. Experiment with your pleasure. Keep everything above board and don't project onto others. Agreed. Your Mercury is in Libra might explain your paralysis in the face of decision making. Your tendency to sacrifice mental well-being for social harmony pressures you to see that your mind manufactures negative realities. Keep this in mind to neutralize overwhelming thoughts, recognize them for what they are, and let them go. Something that you've created is changing. This might not be a bad thing. So see, stuff like that, that's right on point to me. You know what I mean? That's like the epitome of everything that I've been talking about up until this point. Trouble in routine. You are ambitious in your goals and work hard to reach them, but in this moment, you feel unable to remember that you can't rely on yourself alone. Slow down and stop fighting yourself. Habit may prevent you from seeing more creative solutions. That's true. I do have an issue with that every single day. Every single day, every moment of every single day, I have a big problem with that. So I definitely agree. So with that, that was what is it? CoStar. I was like, that was CoStar. So yeah, I think it's just a very cool app to tap into, to kind of, appreciate how like things that I'm going through, I look on the app and I'm like, wow, that is relative, and I'll try to check in with it when I remember to, honestly. But I'll try to check in it like once or twice a day and just see how it rates up, and it has I think only one time on the main like horoscope portion of it, I was like, I don't really feel it, but whatever. It is what it is. It happens. What a desolate place would be a world without a flower. That's what my tea bag from Traditional Medicinals, the throat coat tea. definitely necessary this week. I feel a lot better chest wise. I took some Mucinex to help me get stuff out before it built up, and I think that made a huge difference, and I feel good. It's just my throat. I was yelling a little bit at some points yesterday, and it was a bad parenting moment, and I kind of tore up my throat because 3 kids can get so loud. There was 2 at the time, but they can get so incredibly loud that you gotta raise up to kind of get in between them, I guess. But my daughter is so silly. I love being able to check on them and just watch them like playing and having a good time, and just watch what they do. I think it's so funny. It's so funny, and you're able to appreciate like just different things about them. Like my daughter's definitely a performer at heart. She loves dancing, and so I just watched her pick up her Mirabelle doll, and like she was kind of like looking at it and doing some of the dance moves from the movie, and I think that's very cool. It's just so funny to watch. But yeah, I fully appreciate that app, the way it words things and the way it puts things up. I'm trying to see if there's. It says become a word as you slowly say the word over and over and over and over. So let's try. I want to say as my daughter's screaming and yelling. Excuse me, I hear you. There's no reason to be yelling. I love you. Yeah, I see your wagon. It's fine. I love you. She just gave me a face. All right. So I want to say, let's say positive aggression. I want to put those as words. I want to come up with like 5 words. So far I have change, positive, and aggression, because I'm very interested to see what the Wombo app comes up with as an artist interpretation. And I have done a couple of them that I was just, screwing around with, and I really do like that app. I feel like I have heard this song already multitudes of times. Sense of comfort. Let's see. Let's change it up a little bit. Give this one a try for a little while. See how it goes. Sorry, somebody was asking me something. Hey, Andrea, how's it going? How you doing today? How are you? I don't know how long you've been here, but I've been going over some stuff that's going to be going on with the channel starting next week that I'm mega pumped about and super excited for. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. You just missed my horoscopes, so there's that. But yeah, everything's been going good. I'm doing well, just waking up, drinking my coffee, just got here. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone on mute. Stop. Yeah, basically my horoscope was just kind of reaffirming everything that I go through today. And I was talking about how I don't really fully believe in like that horoscopes like determine what your day is going to be like, you know what I mean? But I do think that there is some science behind it where, there is a way to read stuff like that. And, not that it necessarily determines your future or like tells you exactly what's going to go on. I'm very like analytical when I look at that kind of stuff. But Yeah, my horoscope for the day was pretty on point, and I appreciate it. It's from an app called CoStar. I can try to bring it back up again in a second, just to share along. But it does. It was kind of telling. I feel like. Let me see if I can bring it back up. So it says, what is this doing? Cancel. Okay. So it says the best thing you can do for someone is let them cry, which I was discussing how, at times I have, I'm very good at problem solving. So that tends to be exactly what I'm going for. And, it's something that I have to work on for myself, is just letting people feel their feels. But I was also talking about how that, I just realized it's not really showing. There you go. But I also talked about how that relates to me and what I was talking to my therapist about, and, things like that, about, being the type of person that I actually am, and letting me feel my feels and letting me live my life, and just kind of expanded on that a little bit. Again, the app is called CoStar. If you can't see it up in the corner there, CoStar. And it gives you daily, monthly, all kinds of good stuff. It breaks down things between, yourself, your spirituality, sex and love, social life, thinking and creativity, routine. And if you have friends, I'm trying to see where it's, if you have like friends that add you on the app or whatever, it tells you like how, or talks about how you can like relate to your friends that day or whatever. And I don't know if it's going to do it, because it seems to be taking a long time. Wow, this is the longest I've seen this take. That's so weird. Try that again. Maybe. There you go. So like I have a couple of my friends on here, and if you go to click on one, for example, it tells you like how, you'll relate to them or whatever. I don't know. I just think it's very cool. And this one, like I said, related to me today, and my daily updates, related to me pretty well, except for one of them. Your mind is not cooperating with you. I don't think that's true today, but the rest of the stuff that was on there was pretty on point. So I just thought it was interesting to share. I'm going to try to make that a part of the show as much as I can. I have like a little artist thing that I'm going to do before I sign off. Another app that I found. Cool. I'm glad that you're excited and doing well. Yeah, man, it's been a good time. I had a rough week last week. But I think that rough week made way for a lot of positive things that are coming, and a lot of things that I realized in my own life that, I need to instigate and appreciate more. So I just wanted to, share that. And I got throat coat tea mixed with a little green tea, because you can't hear my raspiness if you can or can't. Yeah, my stream avatars is putting everybody as the Hulk. And that was unintentional. I don't know why it's doing that, but I think if you click where it says in the chat, I think if you click where it says stream avatars extension and click that link, I think you can set up your own avatar for down below if you're interested in doing that. But basically what I had said before was that I'm going to start doing a weekly topic. And stuff like that can be accessible in the Discord if you guys want to talk about something, or if you want to share anything. There's the Discord right there, and just hit up the suggestion box, throw something up, and maybe I'll make it like a topics channel or something like that, or if somebody wants to be a speaker one day, anything like that. Not that I have anything against the Hulk. Yeah, the funny part is my character was supposed to be the Hulk, and I'm like down over here somewhere, and my character was supposed to be the Hulk, and I don't even know what it is. So I'm getting used to it, but I like this little addition to when people have it in their chats. I think it's just a cool little thing that the community can like personalize themselves. And it should be free to you guys. So if it's not, please let me know because I want to correct any problems with it. But yeah, so like if you have any topics that you want to talk about, it's going to take me about a week or so to get them lined up because I want to research the topic. I want to look into different points of view, and then I'm going to live stream them and, talk about the discussions and the information that I put out during the week. I'm going to turn into a podcast and then like a YouTube video, There you go. Which character is that? That looks like an alien from the Aliens movies. Oh no, who is that? That also is that Legion from Marvel Comics? I think that is. This one right here. Walking past my thumb. So how are you doing, Andrea? How's everything going? I know a couple weeks ago you had a hard time. You still going through the stuff? LOL, I did it. I have a bone to pick, though. I'm disappointed in the female representation in the avatars. LOL. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if that's something that I have any sort of control over. Like, I can pick female-based stuff. I don't know what it actually gives you access to. I have to click the link myself and, see what it pops up with. But, this is just under Marvel Skins, so I don't know. What I don't like is that it resizes whenever I resize the video. If I put it as a full screen app, it resizes it to weirdness. But yeah, I chose Marvel for Deadpool because he's one of my favorites. And the Hulk is my personality. Nah, I'm better now. Seems like we both are coming out of a rough patch. Yeah, mine was I feel like mine was a key to mine was like a door, like opening a door to allow a good flood to come through, if that makes any sense, like a door that's been up for a very, very long time that I knew about, but was kind of didn't know how to open it, and I kind of stumbled across the keys last week. I feel like I love Marvel. Who's your absolute favorite if you had to pick from Marvel? Wolverine. Yeah, I used to be a big Wolverine fan. I still am. But in regards to how my personality comes through, I think Hulk is more accurate. I find the Hulk very metaphorical, and I actually explained it to my therapist as being a good representation of my personality, because in the comic books there's all different storylines, but mainly he's got this this excessive personality that he has to find a way to coexist with and bring it out in a positive way, so I kind of feel like that's very representative. But I guess Wolverine kind of does too. He's got that animalistic side that he always kind of counterbalances with his humanity, Do you like the Hugh Jackman Wolverine? Is that why you like Wolverine, or you just like Wolverine in general? A lot of people came to I Found a Woman Storm. Oh, that's good. There you go. There you go. Bring the thunder, the power. Yeah, I'm not sure. I put Marvel on there, but I don't know if I have to download the other themes to have different characters and stuff like that. I can definitely do that. I don't care, but I thought it would just let you pick one, so I don't know. Yeah, Hugh Jackman's cool. I thought it was weird when he did, what was that musical? Lord. I forgot what the name of the musical was, but it was right after his first or second, was it the famous, The Best Showman or something like that, or I don't remember. It was back in his like early Wolverine days, and I was always like, Hugh, Hugh though, Hugh's Wolverine, bro. Like he, and then I did some research and I found out that he's always been like a Broadway actor, like a theater stage singer, you know. And I was like, oh, that's cool, that's awesome. Made me appreciate him a lot more. I like people who can go in between, you know, the different styles of acting and music and stuff like that, you know. I feel like Storm's definitely more representative of you. You know, not knowing you in person necessarily, but just seeing how you interact with people on your Discord, and like you're very, you know, kind and fair, and like you can but there's a sense of power to you, and there's also that sense of like you know, standing up for yourself and like being a strong defender, you know. My arms are very sore, and I was doing today was my first day back on really focusing on my chest, and yesterday was really focusing on my triceps, so that like all aspects of my chest and the back of my arms are like today. You're getting all deep and I'm just over here thinking that he's just plain old sexy, lol. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not really a fair judge of that, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like the rules of attraction with celebrities tend to be different, and I'm usually not a very good judge of that, I guess. I don't know. Like when I was a kid, everybody was obsessed over Angelina Jolie, and I mean, like in her, I guess, what was it? In her like first Tomb Raider movie, I was like, yeah, she's cute. But then after that, I was like, I don't know. I don't see the big deal. You know, like, I don't know. I just wasn't that sold. I remember Jessica Alba I used to have a huge crush on, though, especially like like the last time I really watched a movie with her was in whatever came out later, Sin City or Fantastic Four, one of those, you know. And I thought she still looked pretty good by then. But the first movie I ever saw her in was Idle Hands. I don't know if you've ever seen that. But as a strong woman, I like Angelina Jolie. Yeah, definitely. You know, she has her strong points. She's got a good personality. I feel like it's hard to judge because I don't really know anything about her personally. So, you know, as shallow as it sounds, I tend to go on looks alone with celebrities most of the time because you can't really trust what you read in the media a lot. You know, you like the only real resource that you have for information is like a biography that was written on factual information. You know what I mean? I like that she plays strong characters. I love movies in which chicks kick ass. Yeah, definitely. Wasn't there, who was the girl? There was an actual movie called Kick Ass where like Nicolas Cage was, I think, the father to this young girl who was like a really badass like ninja type chick. I thought that was a cool movie too. I don't remember who it was or whatever. But you saying chicks kick ass, that it was the first thing that popped into my head. Yeah, and I think Marvel's supposed to be either doing a show or making a movie that's supposed to be like all all female headliner cast. Like it's supposed to be, I think, Scarlet Witch and Storm and like a lot of the female roles, like whoever Iron Man's daughter is and stuff like that. They're supposed to be like a strong, like almost like a female Avengers team. They have a ton of them in the comic books, but I guess they're going to try to make a movie adaptation of it, which is pretty cool. The only I feel like this might come off wrong, but the only way that I ever have an issue with stuff like that, because I know some people are like, oh, it's an all girls team or whatever, like the Ghostbusters movie, for example. I didn't like it, but it didn't have anything to do with the females. It was just, I don't know. To me, like, I like the original Ghostbusters team. You know, great that they tried to include females. Like, that's cool. I don't have a problem with it. I just didn't think it was funny. Even Chris Hemsworth role, like, I just thought it was more stupid than anything. I don't know. I didn't really like appreciate the movie for any sort of what it was. But I heard a concept that like Egon's daughter or something like that was supposed to take over in a new team with the original writer or director or whatever. And I thought that was cool. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a continuation of the original story, you know? But I don't know. I feel like it's often a stretch when movies try to like force something, you know, like when it happens naturally, I don't care. Like, it's great. But when it feels forced, it's like, all right, did you need that? You know, like I always felt like Power Rangers are a perfect example. Power Rangers, I feel like it's a positive thing that they were trying to be all inclusive, but I feel like they always had their chemical makeup of a certain amount of girls and a certain amount of boys. And they always had somebody who was black, somebody who was Asian, somebody who was Spanish, and then, you know, like just whatever in constant rotation of that combination. And I was like, you know, why not have an all black team? Why not have an all Spanish team? Like, we don't have to make sure we include every single one of those in every single team. You know what I mean? Or like make multiple teams. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's more natural ways that Hollywood and movies and TV shows and stuff can like include that stuff. I just read like a really great comic series by Marvel Comics that was what was it? I think it was called Empyre, Empyre, and it was about a character called the Hulkling who takes over like these two warring. He like joins these two warring empires that have been at war since the beginning of Marvel Comics itself, and the character's gay. And the way they just introduced it to you was just like, you know, it wasn't like a big production. It wasn't like anything focusing on that. It was just like, I'm here. I'm taking over the empire. Like, this is my thing. I'm going to join these two teams. And then he like goes off to the next scene and like kisses his husband and gets married. And I was like, that is how to do it. Treat it like it's normal. You know what I mean? And not like that just sounded, but like it is normal. But I feel like Hollywood and books and things like that tend to overexpress it to the point where it makes it feel not normal. You know what I mean? Just make it more fluid, man. Make it inclusive, you know. Whoever's there, take them. Whoever's, you know, like, it doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to follow like a specific formula or a specific way to do it. It's natural. Just go with it. I got called an old school feminist. LOL. I guess that's true. I feel like new school feminism goes too far, but I digress. Sorry, been smoking legal weed and forgot what point I was trying to make. Oh, no doubt. I agree. I definitely agree. And I know everybody has their arguments to it, but I feel like people get so involved in fighting for something that they can overdo it sometimes. And they can, like I just said, it makes the issue more pressed. You know what I mean? So it becomes not about women's rights, but about women now have to be put up on an extra tall pedestal and men have to be down here. You know what I mean? And that's not what we're going for. We're going for an equal ground, you know, and that includes all genders, all races, all non-genders, all whatever you know, identify as. We should all be on an even playing field. There's no reason why we have to be so separated, you know? So I'm with you on that. I don't think it has anything to do with like I saw you put old school feminist in quotations, but I know what you mean by that. If you guys notice the same song repeating, let me know and all, because I can't I can't do that. So see. What was the other words I have? Let's do equality. As a word. So one of the apps that I have is it's an app called Wombo, WOMBO, and it's an AI driven Wombo Dream, and it's an AI driven art program, I guess you can say, like an AI, like you give it a bunch of words and then you give it like a style of drawing, and then you give it words. No problem. I'm trying to think. So I have change, positive aggression, equality. And I feel like it's either going to stay at that or get more words involved, and we'll see what it comes up with. Do 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 do. I just got a notification that my annual review is up at my hospital job, so they're going to be increasing my salary soon, which is very cool. Very, very cool. Definitely, a good needed thing. So we're going to go. We're going to go back to this. I want to see if I can expand this to a good view. More coffee, she says. More coffee. I like it. I feel like I'm trying to be aware of my voice. Like when you have a broken arm, you're supposed to spend a certain amount of time like letting it rest and letting it heal. But you're not supposed to like hold it up, That's why they give you a sling, so you can let your shoulder relax and let your arm relax. And eventually you're supposed to start getting you're supposed to start using your arm slowly, your hand, your arm, working on the motion, stuff like that. And I feel like I'm doing that with my voice because I know it's scratchy. And so when I start talking like this, I feel like I'm favoring my voice. So I'm trying to like project it a little bit better. So if I get into those weird voice changing modes, don't mind me. Hello, Andrea. Welcome back. So I was just talking about the Wombo Dream app. And one thing I want to add into the end of my streams is utilizing this app or an app like it, if anybody has any suggestions. So what it is an art app that you give words, or you put words into this search box, and you pick a style. And I'll give you some examples of what I mean. And you pick a style, and it draws with AI, artificial intelligence. It draws like a picture around what you put in. So I wanted to include that in my streams, and let's see if we can get it up and going. So I have, okay, let's put this up a little bit. So let's go down to, where is it? It's a little bit, oh, I clicked on it by accident. That's why it's not going. Okay. So I went over these a couple of times, but like, for example, I put in memories, throwbacks, kids, positive, happy, and growth. And, in the picture, you can kind of see how that makes like a transition to, you know, like what the AI thinks you're looking for. Basically, you see like a parental figure with like a baby, and then you see them resting together. Then you see them hugging. It looks like kind of growing together. Or you can have a completely different interpretation, which I'm interested in if you have any feedback. And it just looks like, this was my favorite part, because at the top of it, it reminded me of peace and happiness and like a sun, and that was off of those words. And then I put my kids' names in to see what it would come up with, Michael, Philip, and Mila. And I picked this like sort of futuristic tech style. And as you can see on the bottom, there's a lot of like house stuff involved, like down here. It looks like a lot of rooms and a lot of like different personality aspects to me. And then you go up and it's like a melding of their faces. And to me, that stare that's in that face, there's like a couple of faces. There's one here. There's one kind of like facing us, if you can see it. And then there's this one. And that kind of reminds me of my oldest, Michael. Not because it's creepy, but because he has that same kind of like stare where like it's not necessarily good or bad, it's neutral. And when he was a baby, I used to have to tell people that he can kind of stare into your soul, because that's what it felt like. He would just give you this like look. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't good or bad. It was just, I thought it was interesting. I was like, wow, they got his stare. And then this one is tired energy. So obviously it looks like somebody's sleeping. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background. This one I wasn't really connecting with that much because I felt like it could do more, but I think it's still pretty cool. You see a lot of like activity in the background and stuff. So there's that. I kind of wanted to see something like activity going on in the head. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it might be too cliche or whatever. This one I really like, circumstantial insomnia. So what we have is, it looks kind of like it's in a dream to me, right? Like it looks like it's a mix of things. Looks cool. Yeah, thank you. It's not me. I'm thanking you for the app. It looks like to me you're either like in sort of like a white sand covered desert or like a snowy covered desert with like these weird mountainous cave type regions around you, but it also looks like you're under the covers in a bed. You know what I mean? Like, and the top part here is like the comforter, and the bottom part is like the bed sheets or whatever. And there's like, remembering as a kid how I used to play in my room, like when it was bedtime and I didn't want to go to sleep. You know, like to me, this area over here would be like, this is the next cave I need to explore. And I would like play like that. You know what I mean? And it just brings back a lot of memories for me of my childhood. And I thought it was a decent representation of maybe not circumstantial, but in the way that there's two separate concepts that I can see in here, or three separate concepts if you consider the exploration part. I think that the circumstantial part fits that. So anyway, what I wanted to do with this app, let me just bring this up a little bit more if I can. What I wanted to do with this app is to put in words at the end of each stream that had to do with what we were talking about throughout the day. So I have change, positive, aggression, equality, and I would like one more word. If you have any sort of word to throw in there, it can be literally anything. It can be a subject, it could be an animal, it can be a concept, and I just want to throw it at this app and see what it comes up with. We can even do coffee. And I need to figure out like a much better layout for this whole screen sharing process, but I have it, but I feel like it kind of takes away from, if you can't see it, it's weird the way my phone screen shows up on here. So I have to kind of take that into account. I'm trying not to hide like the chat or the stream avatars or anything. How about just because I'm looking at the time and I have about 10 minutes left. Change, caring. So change, positive, aggression, equality, and caring. All right. So we'll go with that. So you'll see the process too. So we have change, positive, aggression, equality, and caring. And now we have like the etching, the S-Dolly. You kind of see like a preview for the types of artwork that you can do. If there's anything that come out to you, please let me know. I kind of like the vibrant one. Festive, I feel like, is very particular. I would love to do festive more, but I feel like it's so particular. I feel like either the vibrant or maybe the rose gold would be pretty cool. The delay is so long. Did you already say caring? Yeah, I put it into the thing. Can you see it on the screen there? Right there. Vibrant. We'll rock with vibrant. I agree. I think that was the good choice. And then we hit create. Let's see if we can give it some room to breathe. And this is the process where it reads the word, tries to put everything together, and see where it comes out. So this is change, positive, aggression, equality, and caring. So this is what it comes out with. It kind of looks to me like hands, or maybe like a tree here, but I see like a hand over here coming out, kind of look like it's giving like the peace symbol. And I feel like there's all like it kind of represents people like up in this specifically. You know, obviously it shows aspects of change with like the different shapes and like how they're blending into each other, but I kind of feel like there's people here like all on an equal playing ground, you know, like this is the base and then this is where it comes up. I feel like I like that one. I feel like it's good. And obviously you have the option to generate again to see what it comes up with. And that's how I ended up with two separate pictures for the one with the kid where I had the parent involved, and I ended up liking them both. So we can publish this one. It'll save it to my little gallery here. We can publish that one and keep it. I want to try to put these up on Discord too. I was going to try to have it do another one. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's definitely more along the lines of what I envisioned. Hugging? Oh yeah, that's a good one. I see that, right? Like, especially right there, it looks like the arms are crossed and they're kind of pulling together. See? That's why I wanted to do this, because I'm very interested in people's interpretations and not just what I see, you know? That's very cool. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because I would not have put that together until you said that. And there goes the caring part of it right there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'll put that up on the Discord when I get the opportunity. This program doesn't work that well with my like I have to manually operate it from like my phone. But yeah, it has a sharing to Discord button in the actual app. I think when you click the picture, or like, I don't know. It has a share to Discord button. Oh, it's right there at the top. So you can click that and then, you know, it'll load up Oh, that's to join the Discord. Whoops. But you can share it to Discord. You can download it to your phone. They claim there's no copyrights or anything on it, but I like to give it a reference to the app and, the publisher. So I think I'll create like a Wombo channel on my Discord and give it full credit to the app. Because this, we're just feeding it information. We did not program this or anything like that. So I just think it's really cool. But that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to get ready to go pick up my son. My daughter's playing, so good. I don't have to wake her up. Andrea, I fully appreciate you coming to hang out, and everybody else who's chilling in the background. That's here just chilling or will be chilling with us later. I'm excited for the changes that are coming, and I'm very, very stoked for each and every day. In the background, I'm doing research on the topics that I want to start off with. So like I said, if you have any information or any topics that you want, or you want to be included in like a future show or something like that, we can definitely coordinate something like that. Hit me up in the suggestion box and let me know. There's also a suggestion box on the Discord. There's also the socials. I'm going to be switching those around too, so I will be more interactive with the socials, period. So lots of good things coming. My goal is for next week. I don't know if I'll meet that, but I'll try. No problem, Andrea. Thanks for coming again. Always a pleasure having a good conversation with you. If you guys don't know, Yoda Andrea is practicing to become a full-time therapist, and she has her own stream channel that she jumps on once in a while. She has her own Discord. So please hop on there and go check her out. She's very cool to talk with, and an inspiration. So definitely appreciated. Whenever you're here, it's always a good time. But with that, I will see you guys tomorrow, 9:45 a.m. And it'll probably be about the same stuff, talking and hanging out. Until then, have a good one.